Greetings everyone, and welcome to Keeping Up with Papa, Life After Work, where we learn how one man manages to keep himself busy, physically active, and mentally engaged after retirement with projects. Today's project? Well, I'm starting to get back into the process of restoring this 2006 pop-up camper that we now own. And yesterday, while working inside, I learned that the air conditioner tends to drain inside the camper instead of outside the camper. Let's see if we can fix that. Very best. I am, however, take a look here. You can see I'm gonna run this for at least the last 4. Welcome back, and a quick backstory for you. Well, I ran the air conditioner for several hours yesterday while working inside the camper, and when I turned it off, I turned the switch and water poured out of this hole right here, which means that condensation had been collecting inside the AC unit instead of pouring out off of the roof somewhere around the camper. To confirm that, I took a little walk around the camper to see, and sure enough, there was no wet spot underneath any edge of the camper anywhere. So all the condensation that was occurring for the couple of hours I had the AC running was ending up inside here, or more so, it may have been ending up inside of the roof. Now I do have some roof panel damage on the inside. One thing you'll note, this is probably not related to that, but over here this is bent down. I've got some damage here that appears to me to be water perhaps pooling down there. And one more thing to show you. And then there's this area up here which certainly appears to me to be water damage where this is peeling off. And someone's attempted to do some repairs with spray foam that runs down this entire rail. Not quite sure what the point would be behind that, but at some point I'll get into it and we'll try and figure it out. Anyway, I have a problem which has to be dealt with at some point, and probably fairly soon. So what I've done is what we all do. I've gone on the internet and I've researched this a little bit. And it turns out that these air conditioning systems have 2 drains. It's one on each side, obviously up on the roof, and those have a tendency to get plugged up with debris. How do you fix it? Well, I need to drop this whole assembly down, climb up on the roof, take the cover off of the air conditioner, and blow those holes out or punch them out with some sort of a wire. And that is what I'm going to try and do here next. Let's get started. I would kind of like to get this done, but this afternoon may not be the very best time to be doing this. I am, however, in the shade, and it's a little bit breezy, so I'm going to see if I can put a few minutes in before the heat drives me back inside. This needs to be buttoned up first. I've got to drop it because I've got to get on top of the camper. I've not actually stood on the top before, but this is a pretty wide camper. I cannot get to this without getting up there, and it is a metal roof, I guess aluminum, I believe. So it should hold me just fine. Well, this is bad news. My Mascot here, good size that thing compared to my hand. My Mascot's about to lose her anchor for part of her house. She'll make it up somehow. She's full grown now, by the way. Well, she's actually doing okay. But that web is tough, tough, tough. And it hits right in here. Oh, good. Nope, she'll be fine. She'll redo it. Every time I drop this down, I do something wrong. This time I've checked and double checked and triple checked, and I'll still go check one more time. About now is when I go off the whole thing and tuck stuff in. Oh yeah, it's got a lot sticking out. Oh yeah, I had left the door wide open. The small door. Which I've done before. So take a look here, even in this heat, I haven't run this for at least the last 14 or so hours. There is a large puddle of water up top. So it could be now that I get in there and the drains are open for the pan, but it's overflowing and going in under the gasket. Purely speculation on my part. Let's find out. If you get a chance, send somebody out here, please, to roll me over to be sure that I brown evenly in this oven on both sides. It's actually now up to 102, approaching 103. Oh, and my camera just popped up with a metering disable message because it's overheating. We're in the shade. Come up as one piece. Sweet. Okay, I have no really good idea what I'm looking at here. Well, the pictures I saw, the drains were under this. But there was an opening for them to get to. Here we have water. Well, I was hoping to not have to do this, but I'm going to have to. This shroud's going to have to come off. Screws all over the place. There's no doubt no one's been in this thing because it's still got the factory seals on it. Well, this was worth the effort. I've learned a lot. The way this system like this works is you've got an evaporator here. You're pulling in air from inside the cabin, bringing it across this, which is cooling it, and sending it back down into the cabin through here. That's where the swirl fan is. As the evaporator runs the air across its surface, it pulls the moisture out, and that's how the air is cooled. That moisture is then dropping down into here, and there actually is, you can't see it, but down here there's a hole. Over here there's another hole. And that hole at some point goes down to underneath this and then drains out in this direction, it looks like to me, and onto the roof. Well, that is actually working because I have puddles of water all around right here. It's just not enough water to come off the roof. It's probably evaporating too fast. But the fact that water is getting down into this part, which it did get down actually inside the cabin, means that I have a seal leak here somewhere, which means I need to pull the whole thing off and replace the seals. Well, I'm not going to do that right now, that's for sure. I'd have to order the seals in the first place, and second, there wasn't that much water coming through. It was maybe 2 or 3 teaspoonfuls or tablespoonfuls that came through. So for the time being, I can live with it, and that's what I intend to do for now. At a later date, I absolutely want to pull the AC system off so I can take a good look at the structure of the roof underneath. From this angle, I can't really see anything. I'm going to put it back together. Well, that's it. Another project completed, or maybe I should say another project started and well on the way to completion. At least now I have a good understanding of what's wrong and how to fix it. As always, questions, comments, and advice are welcome. And please remember to hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you next time on Keeping Up with Papa, Life After Work. Papa out. Well, what do you know? The temperature has dropped all the way down to 97. I thought it felt a lot cooler up there. Maybe I should go in the house and see if I can find a sweater.